Germany has set up more than 400 centres for its nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. It's a huge undertaking, requiring between 60 and 70% of the population to be immunised in order to bring the virus under control. DW has been to the biggest facility in Berlin to watch the rollout begin.
Berlin's Arena, normally a venue for concerts and exhibitions. On Sunday, the queues outside were for COVID-19 vaccines. It's the first of 6 vaccination centres in the German capital to open its doors. Albrecht Brömer, the former head of Germany's Civil Relief Agency, was called out of retirement to lead the project.
I'm satisfied today. I'm happy the vaccinations are getting underway. But I'll only be truly satisfied when 2/3 of people in Europe are vaccinated. There's a long way to go, but today is the first step.
At full capacity, the centre will be able to deliver 5,000 injections per day. On the first day, it started with only 150 due to limited vaccine supplies. Up first for their injections, medical staff and nursing home workers on the front line of the pandemic. Priority for those providing vital care for others.
I don't want to infect anyone. Thank God I don't have it. My colleagues and I want to stay healthy, just like our elderly residents.
Just a few kilometres away, the first of Berlin's seniors were getting their shots as well. At the front of the queue was 101-year-old Gertrud Hase. Nursing home residents are among the most vulnerable to coronavirus. Now doctors hope they can finally be protected.
At the moment, infections are exploding in care homes. It's horrible, so we're happy to be the first facility to have this vaccination and to have another tool to keep serious infections out of the home.
The inoculation of priority groups in Germany is expected to run until mid-2021, when the vaccine is expected to become free and available to everyone.
Let's get more from Dr. Janosch Dahmen. He's a member of Germany's Bundestag for the Green Party and a member of the Health Alliance Advisory Board. Welcome to DW. The European Commission President has described this as a touching moment of unity for Europe. Is that the way you see it?
Well, yes, everybody is pretty much relieved that after 11 months we are able to introduce the vaccination all over Europe and also over here in Germany. But still, it's not the end of our fight against the pandemic. It's just the beginning of a huge and major step to fight this awful disease.
Now, we know that 60 to 70% of us need to be vaccinated in order for society to gain this herd immunity. Can we get to 60 or 70% without these vaccinations being mandatory?
Well, I think it doesn't have to be mandatory, but we have to have a huge information campaign to get all the people to be vaccinated for necessary herd immunity, which will not happen without information and also explaining to people why it's so important.
OK, that's what's necessary. Do you think that Germany will achieve that?
Well, first of all, we need to have enough vaccine for a huge campaign. At the moment, we only get really small amounts, so it'll take a while until we are able to vaccinate enough people. But from mid-2020 on, we need to have like a full campaign running who informs everybody, and I think there is still a lot of work to do.
Germany's Chancellor, Angela Merkel, has had trouble getting regional leaders to agree to lockdowns as hard as she wanted and as early as she wanted. Do you see that as a weakness in Germany's federal political system?
Yeah, of course it is a weakness. Germany was kind of a champion in the spring of this year to fight the pandemic, but we lost the lead, and now we are behind, and we're really trying hard to get numbers down and to get the situation under control. And I think the regional differences were a major disadvantage in all of our strategy. So being like a united team to fight that pandemic would be much better. And I totally agree with Chancellor Merkel. As she said, we really need to step together and step forward to fight this pandemic.
Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor. Dr. Janusz Dahem from the Bundestag's Health Alliance Advisory Board. Now, during Germany's first lockdown in spring, 4 young sisters from Wiesbaden decided to make the most of the situation by developing a board game which has become a bestseller. What started off as a quirky idea to kill time has quickly turned into a flourishing family business.
A common pastime under lockdown. But this is a special game adapted to special times. We developed the coronavirus game while at home under lockdown. We heard in the media and saw in nearby supermarkets how everyone was panic buying. That really shocked us. So to come to grips with the whole situation, we invented a board game. The players compete to buy all the groceries on a shopping list for an elderly neighbor. Hurdles include encountering the virus, which sends you into quarantine, or finding that hoarders have already snapped up all the soap and toilet paper. The basic principle is solidarity. The sisters incorporated various elements they were seeing on the news about the pandemic. We heard about the balcony concerts in Italy and turned that into a playing card too. When their father saw what they came up with, he hired an artist to design the cards, board, and the box. Because the game has been so popular, it's been quite a challenge for our family-based operation, like packing and posting 500 games within a very short period. The demand from all over Germany has been massive. Thanks to the sisters' ingenuity, families stuck at home during Germany's second lockdown now have a new, fun way to make time fly.
Nein!